And there they are, the Dodgers. Welcome back, everybody, to the expansion franchise here on MLB The Show 23. The Sun Sox, we got our first playoff victory, our first series victory in franchise history against the Philadelphia Phillies a series ago in the wild card, taking it to 3 games. And this one's going to be even tougher. We got the Dodgers up next. Bottom 2, Benjamin Smith already threw the first inning clean. Here's Lugo. Goes to third base, fires over to first, gets the double play unassisted. Man on base here, and then Ty France in the top of the third, gonna strike out. So as we get settled into today's action, we're gonna kind of jump around here pretty quickly in this gameplay highlight reel. Here's a great throw from center field, off balance, back into second base, but Bryce Turang is in with a 2-out double here in the bottom of the third inning. Benjamin Smith does have to be careful here against Freddie Freeman. He's an RBI machine. It looks like he's going to get another one. Little looper right in front of center fielder Evan Carter, and the Dodgers up 1-0. It's not done yet. We got Mookie Betts coming up in the 3-hole. Smith's got him 1-2, and he offers at the sweeping curveball. The thing with Benjamin Smith is he's very slow, but he's got a ton of movement, so it is kind of tough to square him up. Things look juicy right out of his hand. Very tough to read. Meanwhile, Dustin May's got 10 strikeouts. Make it 11 here in the top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch here to Brody Boatwright, and that's a single back up the middle. Sun Sox got a little something brewing here in the top of the 5th. We'll see if Willy Adames can come through. We've got a stolen base attempt, and Boatwright is way safe. Wow, he's got wheels. 2-0 pitch, deep drive to center field. That was a sinker that caught way too much of the plate. That ball is at the wall and gone. Center fielder jumped up for that. Looked like he could have made a play, but Adames with the big 2-run shot. The Sun Sox will take the lead. Man on second base here, full count, bottom 5, and Bryce Turang offers it. That one can't make connection. Benjamin Smith, just that soft toss and lefty. He challenged him, fastball high. Looks juicy, man, and then it's just too slow. Your bat's just too quick. So bottom 6, 0-2, Freddie Freeman against left-handed pitcher Adrian Morejon. 100 miles an hour, high and inside. Very tough to catch up to. 6th pitch on the way, 0-2 to Betts. He's not going to offer it that one either. Another high fastball. Another strikeout. 0-0 pitch here to Will Smith. Ground ball to Lugo. He'll make the toss over to first, and we're out of the 6th inning, still holding on to that lead. 0-1 pitch here to Brody Boatwright. He's going to send this way back to the wall. Betts is giving chase. He's not going to get there. It does rattle off the wall. That's going to score Dylan Moore from first base, and Brody Boatwright trying to stretch that to a triple to get there with 1 out, by the way. So that was the 2nd out. Good relay by the Dodgers. But with 1 out, with a man on third, with the heart of the order coming up, I do kind of like the aggression there, especially when this game is definitely not over here. Only carrying a 3-1 lead into the 7th inning. But Brendan Rodgers will fly out with 2 outs. Boatwright underneath this will end the 7th inning still with the lead. Let's go bottom 8. Miguel Castro is still out there. Here's a line drive back to Carter. He will field it cleanly. Kind of a risky play there. Good job just keeping it in front of you, because it does set up a double play possibility, but a little too much speed on the base paths, and it is just out of the reach of Willy Adames. Bryce Turang is going to lay down a bunt. Here comes Lugo, makes the smart play. Good throw. But Turang comes through with a very savvy baseball play. Now you got the number 2 hitter, Freddie Freeman, the RBI machine, with 2 men on in scoring position. So Nardi got to face the left-hander. He's got him. Lugo makes the play. Perfect. However, we do trade the out for the run. We're not out of this yet. Mookie Betts, good hitter. 3-2 pitch, hard hit, ground ball. Back to Adames. He's got to make the solid throw. He does. And we're out of the 8th inning. Whew. Things getting a little bit dicey there for the Sun Sox. We need some insurance runs. Yency Almonte is going to come on and try to shut us down and make sure that doesn't happen. But he yanks the slider, and it's going to hit Enrico Palazzo. Now we got 7, 8, 9 coming up. Evan Carter got to get a job done. Here's a deep fly ball to right field. Could it carry? Nope. Still not at the warning track, but Evan Carter does this in gameplay, I've noticed. Like he has a kind of a problem with the power numbers. We need a little bit more pop from Evan Carter. But we got Dylan Moore striking out. We got Matthew Lugo striking out. And that is the end of the 9th inning. Let's turn our attention to the bottom of the 9th. Only up by 1 run. We're turning to Jim Farron. Was an incredible closer for us this season. His first full year with the job, with closing duty, did a great job. So let's see if he can keep it rolling here. We got the number 5 hitter, Ian Happ, coming up. That's a deep drive to center field. Evan Carter's got to give chase. He has got it. 2 down in the 9th. We got Isaac Paredes, former Detroit Tiger, former Tampa Bay Ray. And Jake Berger's got this one. Line shot right back at him. Hard hit ground ball. Sun Sox will get the victory here in game number 1. So maybe it's not too difficult. Maybe we're going to get this series win and move on to the NLCS. You only need 3. That's all we need. We need 2 more. I think we can do it. Benjamin Smith is the player of the game. 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, nobody walked, and 1 earned run. So he pitched really, really well. I do like the matchup with him against Freddie Freeman. And Turang, he faces off against lefties in gameplay pretty nicely. I think the one thing with Smith is that you can't leave him in there for too long. So I think 5 innings was perfect. Turn it over to the bullpen. You can't leave him in there too long because then people start. I mean, these are major league hitters, right? You can't leave a guy in there that's soft tossing, giving him multiple at-bats for something like that. So we will simulate game number 2. As you guys know how this works now for the DS, for the Divisional Series, and Championship Series, and World Series. Game 2s are always simulated. No matter if we win, no matter if we lose, we sim game 2s. And if we're tied 1-1, which now we are, Dodgers beat us here 4-2, we have to simulate game number 3. And that's what we're going to do here. This is a home game, and we lose. We lose pretty ugly. 15 hits given up, 8 runs for the Dodgers, 4 of which came in the 4th inning, and 3 came in the 2nd inning. So they really got the tone set early. Tacked on an insurance run there in the 8th inning. We just really couldn't hang with that. Really couldn't recover from that. Kyle Tyler was not good. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 7 earned on 10 hits. Not good. We probably should have considered someone else there in game 3. When you split the series like that with 1-1, like that's a pivotal moment right there. So hindsight's 2020. Probably should have paid more attention to that when we did the simulation. But we got Marcus Stroman, who probably should have started game 3, but he's here now, game 4. Let's tie this baby up, 2-2. And in the postseason, he's been pretty good. 7 innings, 8 Ks, nobody walked, .86 whip. I like him compared to Michael Lorenzen, even though Lorenzen was an 18-game winner. Let's just give Marcus some confidence here. Why don't we do that? Oh, Ty France. Ground ball, hot shot off of Will Smith's bat. That's going to be a single here in the top of the 2nd inning. And then Ian Happ, 2 former Cubs, Stroman and Happ, squaring off. And Happ squares that one up. 4-15 to right center field. He hit it hard. Dodgers up 2-0 early. Let's jump to the 4th inning here. 2-2 pitch on Mookie Betts, and he is going deep. Sends that one to the moon. Goodbye, baseball. It is now 3-0 Los Angeles. And we just can't get any offense going, guys. The writing is on the wall. Offense has got to get moving here. 0-1 pitch to Willie. Adames goes deep. That gets back that solo home run from Mookie. It is now 3-1. We're chipping away. 440 to left center field. I mean, he absolutely nuked it. It's always nice to have a hard-hitting shortstop like Willie Adames, who actually does pretty well fielding as well. Franmil Reyes is going to strike out here in the bottom of the 4th. So that is the 3rd strikeout for Lorenzen. 0-0 pitch here to Jake Berger. Deep drive, actually medium depth. That'll be out number 3 to end the 4th inning. So let's go top 5. 1-2 pitch on Vargas, the number 8 hitter. He's going to stare that slider down. It's a pitcher's pitch. Kind of an umpire's pitch as well. That one was a little bit borderline. James Outman, the number 9 hitter, taking that the other way. Good piece of hitting. So a 1-out single, getting the Dodgers back on the base paths here. 1-2 pitch to Bryce Turang, the leadoff man. Home plate umpire says that he went around, did not check his swing. That's 2 strikeouts now for Stroman in the inning. Line drive back to Boatwright. And that's now 2 hard-hit singles over to him off left-handed hitters. So Stroman's got to be a little bit more careful to those guys by the looks of it. Mookie Betts puts a deep drive into this one, but luckily it goes into the water. The beachfront property out there in Sun Sox Stadium. Oh, nice pitch. Good pitch. Got him way out in front on that foul ball, and then that slide piece got him striking out. Meanwhile, Palazzo here, next inning, bottom 5, almost taken Lorenzen's head off for a leadoff single. 2-1 pitch to Evan Carter. That is a deep drive. Oh, baby. Looks like he got a lot of that one. It is at the wall. And again, Evan Carter gets robbed. That is 2 times already in gameplay highlight reel, guys, that he has been a little robbed on the PCI placement. Not going to lie. I think he should have 2 home runs in this series. Lugo's going to pop up, and James Hunter, unfortunately, is going to shatter his bat. Might be getting ready for some colder weather. Making some lumber. Chris Taylor going to strike out as well. Looking. So Stroman ends the 6th inning. He's gone through 6. He's pitched a quality start. Shutting down the Dodgers to 3 runs. I like it. I love it. Except we need some more offense. Boatwright's going to ground out. Adames is going to strike out. Next batter up, Ty France. And he is jammed just a little bit. But center fielder is there making the play. And that's the inning. That's James Outman out there. We got 7, 8, 9 coming up. And Andrew Nardi has a job to do. Again, keep these guys off the base paths here. We're going top 7. So after that 7, 8, 9, we've got the leadoff hitter, Bryce Turang, up with 2 down and a man on base. That's a great play out there in right field by James Hunter. So we do, in the next inning, the top of the 8th, we're going to have to square up against 2, 3, 4. So that's something to watch out for here. So we definitely need some more runs up on the board. Evan Carter, jam shot, fly ball. That's out number 3. So Palazzo, after he got on, Evan Carter can't come through. It just seems to be the trend here in this series, at least in this game, at least. Freddie Freeman's going to strike out on Andrew Nardi. 3-2 pitch here to Mookie Betts. Line drive to right field, but James Hunter is there for out number 2. Great play out there in right by the youngster. Says, I'm good. I'm good. I got caught on the lights a little bit, but I'm good. Jordan Hicks is going to replace Andrew Nardi. Let's see if he can strike out Will Smith. Let's see, pitch for pitch. Nope, that is a line drive. First pitch, hacking Will Smith. Looks like he's going to shoot for second with that 57 speed. He's going to roll in with a 2-out double. Number 5 hitter coming up. We'll see who this is. It's going to be Ian Happ, who's already got the 2-run homer today. Deep drive to center field, but Carter looks like he is going to track this one. He's there. He'll make the catch. And the bullpen shuts down the Dodgers. But we're going to skip ahead here to the bottom of the 9th. Evan Phillips is on. And this is the last chance for Orlando. If we can't come through, our season is officially over. And I still think it's a success if we don't get a W here. Adames is going to line out to right field. Base hit by Ty France. We're back in business, guys. We got Franmil Reyes coming up. But your boy does something stupid. I am trying to replace Ty France with the 10 speed with Dylan Moore. But instead, we replace one of the NL MVP vote getters, finished 3rd in the NL vote, with Dylan Moore. What are we doing? The good thing is he got a base hit. He gets a base hit. Okay, so now we're going to pay attention. We need Ty France out of the game. We need more speed at second base. So we got Paul McIntosh coming on. Jake Berger, please come through. 2-0 pitch. He takes it low. He's now up in the count 3-0. So I hope everybody can forgive me for the gaffe, the mental gaffe that just happened. I mean, if Franmil Reyes hit a home run there, that would have been epic. But we got a 3-0 count here. Sinker, high and inside. Very tough pitch to hit. Berger's going to lay off on that. Here comes the next one. 3-1 pitch, the 10th pitch here for Phillips, and swung on and missed. We were looking for that. We were shooting for that. PCI just stuck right down the middle, though. Not sure what was going on there. 3-2 pitch, but the cut fastball going to miss. Blown away. That's going to bring up Enrico Palazzo. Already 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. If he can come through with an extra base knock, I think we'll tie it up. Oh, he hits it deep to right field, but Mookie Betts is there. Unbelievable. So we will at least get one run. We'll move Dylan Moore over from second to third on the tag up. And now we got runners on the corners with 2 down by 1. And Evan Carter is coming up to bat. But we got Andrew Chafin going to replace Evan Phillips. And honestly, Evan Carter's just been... this should be his moment right here. But we've got Jorge Soler sitting there with 98 power or 94 contact, 76 vision, Eric Hosmer. Very tough call to make here. We're going to go with the contact because all you need is a base hit here. That's it. You'll tie the game up. Obviously, a home run wins it. But we've got Eric Hosmer down 0-2. He takes that. Andrew Chafin's trying to set him up with something here. Got the slider. He took it. 1-2 pitch for the veteran Hosmer. Can he come through? No, he cannot. He swung on and missed at the slider. It was a ball. And that's it. The Sun Sox will be eliminated from playoff contention. But it was a hell of a series, man. It was a hell of a series. Good season as well for our Orlando Sun Sox. And we're back to the drawing board for 2027. Yeah, so it'll be year number 4 of this franchise series. And you can see just how close that Hosmer was to making some contact. Look at how close that was. Just a little bit early. Just a little bit early on that slider. I think if we had just waited just a tad longer, millisecond longer, I think we would have had a base hit. Probably shot it right over the third baseman's head. Base hit, tie game, going to extras, right? Adames with the home run. Stroman, I thought, pitched admirably. 6 1/3, 9 strikeouts. Yeah, I thought he pitched okay. But let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the postseason. And we're going to keep tabs on the Cleveland Guardians as we see they sweep Boston here. And I'm mainly trying to keep track of these guys because they have a lot of our players. They have Xi-Ching Chen that we traded. They have Michael Taylor that we traded away over there, plus Steven Strasburg. So a very interesting team to watch out for. And they just swept their way in the World Series. I mean, if we look real quick, they didn't lose a game in the playoffs. They did not lose a single game. They swept the Red Sox. They swept the Dodgers. You didn't see a loss in that entire month on that calendar. That's insanity. So Michael Taylor, it hit 0-40. 1 home run, 2 ribbies, 2 steals. Yeah, I mean, he's 34 years old at this point. I think he's done. Yeah, don't you think? I think he's done. But yeah, I think the Cleveland Guardians earned this one for certain. There's Steven Strasburg. He pitched 5 innings in the postseason. I don't know when that was exactly, but he's a World Series champion. Again, I think he won it back in 2024 as well. I think Cleveland's a 2-time champ, if I'm remembering how this series has gone. But Xi-Ching Chen did not get playoff action. As we see, he was in the minor leagues. So just kind of keeping track of former Sun Sox players. We got Steven Kwan winning the World Series MVP, postseason MVP. Up on your screen, Ian Happ on the NL side, Steven Kwan on the AL side, plus the regular season MVPs, Juan Soto winning in the National League and Jose Altuve winning in the American League. We also saw Franmil Reyes, again, as I mentioned, he finished 3rd in the NL MVP voting. Up on your screen now, we see some retirees. We've got Parker Dunshee, somebody that Little Broski's been all about. Apparently, he just didn't have enough ability to keep going, didn't have enough fire to keep going. Had a couple guys that have made appearances in this series for us, for the Sun Sox. We got Chris Mazza, Rico Garcia, guys that you've seen in action with minor league updates and whatnot. So our staff, by the way, for the offseason is good. Like we don't have any moves to make. I'm fine with where we're at with our staff. I'm not looking to fire Tony Perez-Chica. I think he's been great. But we got some moves to make, some decisions to make here with our guys for negotiations, right? Franmil Reyes, I think it's insane how much that this game loves him. Like, it doesn't matter. Year to year, when he was with my Cubs franchise last year for MLB 22, he was insane too. Now he's insane here for us in the Sun Sox. It's just crazy. He just sims well. I think it's great. Paul Sewald, Jordan Hicks. I think at 35 years old, Paul Sewald, it's not time for him to pitch anymore. I think we're going to let him go. Miguel Castro, he pitched great for us, I thought, in the back end of that bullpen. I think it's time to let him go, even though he was here for, I think, 1 year, maybe 2 years. Dylan Moore, 33. He's getting up there in age. I mean, at this point, he's just Mr. Utility Man. But I think we can fill that spot just a little bit better. We got James Hunter, who kind of fills in that role anyway, and he's younger, right? He just has more upside. Jorge Soler, I think it's time to let him walk. He's now 34 years old. Yes, his overall rating is progressing, but what's going to happen next year? Likely going to be regressing. Eric Hosmer was just kind of a one-year rental bench guy, only going to play against left-handers, and that's really all that he was, just backup first baseman. So now moving over here to the Buffalo Saucers. What are they going to do here? They got Marcano as a team option. Bryce Ball has a team option. I firmly believe that Little Broski's going to bring these guys back and extend out those team options. Another guy like Nick Senzel could be a guy that they want to bring back. Max Stassi's up there too. I find it very hard to believe that Little Broski's going to let both of those guys go. But the two relievers that you see down below, you got Britton and let's see who this was. Hanzo Robles. Guys in the 60s overall rating, and they're kind of old. I know for a fact he's not going to bring those guys back. So that's a little preview to the off season. Next episode, guys, we will cover the full off season. And in 2 episodes will be a simulation of season number 4. We will show you opening day. We'll show you some of our more marquee matchups throughout the season for season 4. And we've also, of course, got Sun Sox Saucers gameplay that we got to play against each other. We got to see how that series is going to pan out for the storyline purposes, of course. It'll be fun to see who can take that series this year. But for the most part, it is going to be a simulated season 4. And the reason for that is we just want to see the young guys start to progress a little bit faster. And we want to move this series along a little bit quicker. It has been kind of hard, been difficult to meet up with him, for both of us to get together to commentate together and to voice this thing, or even for him to play his game, for me to play my. I can play whatever, obviously. It's my system, but he's got to come over here and play his games, right? I'm kind of waiting on him to get over here. So it's not his fault. Don't you dare, in the comment section, start throwing shade at Little Broski. But it's been a fun series. I've had fun with it. I know he has too, but we are kind of waiting to see when we're all going to have like the big time success. What is this team going to look like in its final form, its final evolutionary form? You know what I mean? It's a little Pokemon reference right there. And I know I probably said that rather. Somebody in the comment section is going to say, like, it's Pokemon GG9. It's Pokemon Goldie. Give me a break. All right, guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.